AEW Dynamite took place last night, and I wanted to mention, I guess in the next few weeks, they're having problems at TNT because you have the NBA playoffs starting, and with AEW, they're going to go head-to-head, so I think Dynamite's going to get pushed back, so I wanted to mention that. Anyway, you had an 8-man tag start to show off with Brody Lee, Colt Cabana, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, 5 and 9 12-man tag against the Young Bucks, FTR, Hangman Page, and Kenny Omega. This was a very long match. It was good. It was long, and it was very chaotic. A lot of action, a lot of stuff happened. This is kind of what you would expect with these 12 guys in the ring. A lot of super kicks, a lot of dives, a lot of back and forth. Got really exciting for a while. It was an entertaining match. It was a great way to start the show, gets everyone hyped up. I would say it would have got the fans hyped up, but of course there's no fans. Eventually what happens is Hangman Page goes for the last call on Brody Lee, but Lee ducked and he hit Page with the discus lariat and he gets the pin. So Hangman gets pinned by Brody Lee. They show the best friends arriving at the building in Trent Mom's van. Of course she has a mom van. We get that joke. Moxley cuts a promo. He said he had a lot of demons early in his career. He said people tried to talk to him out of his fights. And he cut an okay promo. Mox is just not letting the world on fire. How long has he been champ now? Since, for a while. February at least? Since he's been champ for a while. He hasn't been doing, I don't think he's been that effective. I don't think so. You had Best Friends beat Santana and Ortiz. Okay matchup here. They seem to be pushing the Best Friends for a while. I'm not sure why, but they beat Santana and Ortiz. It feels like this is going to be, I'm going to do multiple matches with this program. They have an MJF pre-tapes skit from his campaign headquarters. He ripped on Lee Johnson from hanging a campaign poster cooked. He took Nina to smile, so it's political. They don't want to talk about politics, it's so polarizing now, but it is an election year, so it makes sense. Matt Hardy is in the ring for a promo. He said he came to AEW because he wanted to come to a place where he was respected and he could be an attraction and where he could give back to younger talent. I almost feel like this was, in a way, a response to Jeff Hardy. Remember Jeff on a couple weeks on SmackDown ago? He said, my brother had to delete his WWE career, so I almost feel that could have been a response to Jeff. He wanted to give a passionate promo. He said he also wants to give back and help young talent as Matthew Hardy. Hardy said he's taking private party under his ring. And he says he no longer wants to help Sammy, he wants to hurt him. Guevara runs in, they have an intense brawl. Hardy gets the upper hand. He set up a table, but then Guevara came back and he posted Hardy and he placed Hardy on the table, and Hardy was busted open because he was thrown into the post and it was a gush from, I guess, from Matt, the top of his head, I don't know if it's red, dyed red, but it was weird because you can just see the top of his head red, and then coming down his face is just gushing blood. It's a gusher. It's gross. And then Guevara sets him up on the table, and Guevara comes off the stage with the senton. He puts Hardy through a table. Pretty good segment here. I thought that was really good. They cut away from the brawl to the parking lot. Santana and Ortiz used a mad ball and a sledgehammer on Trent Mom's van. And then Santana painted Sue on the hood of the van and spray painted X through it. So, wow. That was an asshole thing to do. Destroying someone's mom's vehicle. What a piece of shit you are. Man. He had Matt Cardona and Cody defeat Alex Reynolds and John Silver. I thought this was solid. It was a basic tag match. Cardona, Zack Ryder, and Cody. I'm not too high on it. I don't know. I guess Cardona might turn on Cody. Maybe Cardona gets a big push there because he's jacked as hell. It was a basic tag match. The end had Cardona hit Reynolds with radio silence, the former Rough Rider. He calls it radio silence now, and he gets to win. As Cody made his way to the back, Scorpio Sky approached him in the tunnel. Sky tapped on the NXT TNT Championship belt, saying he wanted to challenge. I guess he can do that. I don't know why. But, Best Friends cut a promo in front of Sue's band. They promised to get Santana and Ortiz back, and then make them apologize to Sue on a speakerphone. A speakerphone, of course. I think we've had enough old mom jokes for a while. So we had the Super Wednesday debate. You had Guevara come to the stage. He did his gimmick, and Jericho's a master debater. here you go. You had the moderator, Eric Bischoff. He just introduced Cassidy and Jericho. I don't know if Bischoff's there now, but they get introduced. Cassidy enters first. Jericho enters with Jake Hager. And I guess the Bischoff asked why did they hate each other so much. I guess this is supposed to be Donald Trump and Joe Biden in a month or two. That's going to be funny. But Jericho enters first. He rips on Cassidy for not dressing for the occasion, and Cassidy says nothing. They asked who's the bigger star. Jericho says he is. Of course, Jericho is. Cassidy says nothing. Third question is about rising sea levels. Jericho blows off the question, and they have the fourth question is about why is Cassidy so popular. Jericho called Cassidy a pimple on the ass of life and everything wrong with wrestling. That's like Jim Cornette would say. That's funny. Cassidy ignored the question. The final question is why the rematch meant to so much men. Jericho started to answer. Cassidy interrupts as he knew what Jericho was doing. He was challenging a guy who doesn't talk to a debate. Cassidy said, imagine Jericho losing to a guy who puts his hands in his pockets. Bischoff declared Cassidy the winner. And Jericho says he hasn't liked Bischoff for 22 years, and Bischoff said it was actually 24 years. This was very entertaining. Jericho said he was going to kick the shit out of Cassidy next week, but Hager is going to kick the shit out of Cassidy now. Hager attacks him and lays him out. Best friends run for the save. I thought this was awesome. I thought Jericho was great. Bischoff was hilarious here. I thought they were both great. I really enjoyed it. Shivani interviews Britt Baker backstage. And she asked who's Big Swall's opponent. She chose Reba. He had Big Swall crush Reba. Not much of a match here. Big Swall destroys her. Reba is not much. She's, I don't think she has much potential there. Main event, he had Moxley against Darby Allin. This was a good match. I enjoyed it. I thought this was solid. We knew Moxley would win. Allin, someone who I think can get a big push later. Maybe he can be a future champ. I like Darby Allin, but Moxley, of course, was going to get the win. Solid matchup. You had Allin go for a coffin drop, but Moxley caught him in the landing and put him in a sleeper. Moxley then hit a golden God-style pile driver. Allin kicks out of two. Moxley hit the paradigm shift and he pinned him. And he cradles his head at the end to indicate he's proud of him. And then they show MJF watching it backstage, and he's livid that Moxley retained. And that's how Dynamite ended.